Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels with the poops and the planes, and there's poops and planes, poops and... You guys ever poop on a plane?
I feel like we've done this before.
Can't do this again.
Did I already ask you about pooping on a plane?
We
no!
did it literally twice.
You know what? No. I remember. Because what happened is we did that, and we were going to talk about pooping on a plane, and then something like Nick's controls wouldn't work.
Deck didn't work.
And then, yeah, and then we did it again, and it still didn't work, and I still brought up the pooping on a plane, and then we never actually got to talk about pooping on a plane.
I think we did it a third time even, and maybe
talked
did
about
talk
we
about
didn't.
it.
We didn't.
Did we not? Oh, maybe we
No,
didn't.
No, we didn't, because
No.
the third time we were just talking about something else when we got in there, because we were already upset.
I really feel like we did.
I don't think we did.
I don't actually. It's fine. Just talk about it. I don't
Let's
care.
talk about pooping on a... You guys ever poop on a plane?
No.
Yeah, me either.
It's not a good idea. It's a big problem.
There's one dude, because I was in first class,
First class.
first
When I
class.
was in first class, I had to...
No, well, I don't have any lands. All right.
Alright,
Okay.
that's always good.
I was in first class, not because I wanted to, because it was the only ticket left to get to PAX. I think I've told that already. But obviously I was right next to the front bathrooms.
Yep.
And that guy walked up, went to the bathroom, and he came back out. And I think he had the door open for like maybe a second and a half, maybe 1.5 seconds. And that was enough time for his stank ball to roll down into a tidal wave of disgusting down the aisle.
Pressurized cabin, man.
You could see the faces of the people, like you could just see
as
their
it
noses
struck each
wrinkle.
person?
Yeah, as it hit each person.
Yeah.
And it was just like, man, whatever you ate before you got on this plane, don't again.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, no, that sucks. That's gross.
Better out than in, though, right? Maybe he was having a really bad day, and now he feels a lot better.
Yeah, well, maybe he should have thought about what he puts into his body.
He should have used poopery.
Hey-oh, poopery.
That's a thing. No,
Wait,
that's
is
an
it
actual
really?
product. That's a real product.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, there's actually, I saw a display for it recently, but I've seen commercials on TV. It's like this liquid that you drop onto, and this wouldn't actually work on a plane because I know how the plane toilets work, but you drop it onto the surface of the water that's sitting still in the toilet, and basically it envelops the turd and then captures the smell within it, and then releases a fresh scent where the shit smell would come from. So, like, if the airplane toilet had a little water in it, you could actually have totally used poopery.
Wow. Should have pooped or read.
Yeah, I think everyone would have been happier as a result.
I agree. You're right. Should have pooped when you would have read.
I just don't see a point, like, the whole pooping on a plane thing, unless you're just really, like, you're gonna go.
Well, if you
just
gotta
hold it.
poop, I mean, you gotta poop, you know. Like,
But
if
you
it's-
should know your own body well enough to not put yourself in that position, unless it's just there's a moment of just vulnerability where you just had no ability to predict. You know, if you're just sick, you can't help that.
Yeah.
But in the event that, like, you just kind of waited too long and you just didn't schedule properly, like, you just gotta get your hands around that whole thing.
Yeah, no,
Get your head around it.
Don't get your hands
Don't get your
around
hands
Yeah,
around
no,
it.
Don't just use paper. Don't stay away from the hands.
Don't just reach up there,
Yeah, that's not a good.
yank it out like a rogue snake.
Yeah, no, definitely don't want to yank it out like a rogue snake. It's the main thing you want to avoid. Is that
I think that's high up there on the avoid list.
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, don't be.
It'll bite you on the way out if you do.
Yeah, like a snapping
Don't
turtle.
do that.
I've been
Don't
there.
bite something.
Like a rogue snake.
Like similar to a rogue snake. Yes,
I
I'd say.
fucking lost.
Did you lose the game of Dota?
I
Austin?
did.
That's kind of what it sounds like you're doing.
Sounds
Yeah.
like you lost Dota. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So is that the whole conversation you wanted to have about the pooping on the plane this whole time?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is there more to add to this conversation? I feel like this was a lot of ceremony to just dismiss it this quickly.
Well, because I've never pooped on a plane, and I don't plan to. I can't really add much more than that.
Well, you can speculate on the strategy, sort of like what I did.
I'll speculate on something, and it's not a rogue snake.
I mean, peeing on the plane is pretty much fine.
Yeah, you
I
can
don't even like to do that, to be honest.
Well, because you got to get up, and then they're like, "Oh, we know where you're going."
Yeah,
everybody
everyone on the whole
watches you
plane
go
knowing
back.
that you're peeing. I wouldn't be able to
that's
pee in
weird.
that situation. Too stressful.
No, that's why you gotta pee really loudly so that you make sure people know.
You're one of those, aren't you?
Just be the guy just taking a bottle of water. Don't show it, and then just.
I'm the
like,
guy that'll try to deflect my pee in the way that makes no sound.
You know what I learned is don't be that guy that has to poop in the convention center. Because if you have to poop in the convention center, unless you're getting there at like 8 a.m. to poop, you're going into a
waste your whole day.
stall. Well, not only that, but I mean, like, you're gonna be waiting online for the stall, and then you have to wait on the line, and it's really awkward, and be like, I'm waiting for a stall. You can go ahead of me. And then when the guy gets out of the stall, you know he just pooped. That's what he's in the stall for. He just went to go poop. So he pooped.
It's weird that we have to be so self-conscious about this thing we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Every single goddamn one of us does that. And yet, we still have to pretend like no one does it at all.
We do tend to poop a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it is a weird idea because I mean there isn't anyone who doesn't poop. I mean, if you don't, I'm dead. If you don't poop, you're gonna have a bad time.
There's a book called that, I think, too.
This is the shortest game of Magic in the history of Magic games.
Goodbye, Austin. It was nice knowing you.
It was great.
That's all right. We can get to the main event, which is sitting on the title screen pretty soon.
Yeah, 6, 9.
Oh, I like what you did there.
You're a dummy. You have a 5, a 6, and you're gonna do an extra 1 on me?
All right, I guess that's a good point.
I can do the math, man. Be the mathematician so we can end this even faster.
Yeah. Sometimes the goblin deck gets rolling, and then, sometimes it doesn't. But when it gets rolling, it gets rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He's a
10-2. Are you dead?
Whatever. No. I hit the 10-2 on the wrong one.
Rob, are you dead?
Yeah, I think I'm dead, actually.
All that damage backfired.
Are you stupid?
I would have had, 4 extra damage on Nick, so I wouldn't have killed him on this turn anyway.
Yeah. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Wasting all our damn time.
You deaded my weight.
Your weight's dead, dude.
That's rude.
It's necessary.
Fine.
You're a rude dude.
I think
a lot of dude.
Me and Nick collectively had 1 creature.
2 dead weights. 2 of them are dead.
Yeah.
We really
dead
put up
weight.
a nice fight there. We did, Nick.
Trying to keep my head on straight.
That was a good battle that we all had. I'd say.
Yeah, there were attempts.
All of us were involved in the battle.
You know what I'm thinking about is when we get back to the title screen, how there's going to be this large contingent of people that's like, so what excuse did they have not to play another game this time? This was like barely 5 minutes.
That was I think 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Was that over 5 minutes?
I could check here. It was 7 minutes. So
7 minutes.
We spent like 2 minutes on the title screen just talking about stuff. I mean, we could potentially do another one right now.
Well, so that's where I was going to go. Is like, do we just want to spite those people and still not do one?
I really kind of do.
We could, yeah. I mean, that's a possibility.
We got the magic out of the way. That's behind us now. We don't ever need to talk about that again until the next time we record this game.
It's more of a requirement than magic.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's a requirement.
Yeah. You got to do at least one magic game, and then we get to talk. But
no, it's one magic game.
It's just a bonus if it's short.
Right,
We've done 2 like 1 or 2 times, right? It's happened, but I don't know
it's
why.
Happened, yeah. Well, it's because we would get to points like this where it was like that wasn't even really a game. That was just
a slaughter.
Yeah, no one really got a chance to do anything there.
I just want to open a completely different game and play that. Just to throw them off.
I'm sure a lot of people would love it if we did that because there's a lot of people that see this podcast and they're like, "Well, I don't like Magic the Gathering. I don't know how to play that."
You guys want to?
They don't realize.
You guys want to flip a coin to see whether or not we play?
Not really.
If both sides are heads and heads is no, then yes.
No.
All right,
yeah,
fair enough. All right, that sounds good to me. I'm right.
We got our requirement out of the way. We don't need to play Magic anymore. It's over.
No, that's true. What Nintendo news do you guys have to flame them for?
I was gonna, before we get to the Nintendo segment, I was going to bring up the whole thing that we meant to talk about like a week ago when we did the last recording, which was that Twitch question that we had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. No,
so when me and Rob were at PAX, Austin was at PAX too, but he didn't catch this particular moment.
Right, yeah.
We went to a presentation by the Twitch people, and by the Twitch people, I mean 3 people I don't know who they are, and Ezekiel the Third. One of them works for Twitch, I believe. He's actually, someone in the higher ups.
Yeah.
He was Kappa face, no space.
Yeah,
he was that guy.
Joe Kappa was there.
Yeah.
Joe Kappa was not there. I would have been very happy to see him.
His name isn't Joe Kappa, but I like calling him Joe Kappa.
Might as
I
well.
also really wish that they made printouts of his face with eye holes that you could wear just like a mask and just have them walking around the Twitch booth.
You know,
Would have been really positive.
I want to take just a quick moment because I decided to look at the comments on the last video to see if there were any salient questions that we could talk about after we talk about this.
Yeah.
One of them was in all caps, just start playing multiple games in an episode already.
Man, that guy's gonna be
We've addressed that question
I'm
already.
sorry about that, bored to heck, but you're going to,
apt username.
It really is. Yeah, it's rather fitting considering. But
We weighed the pros and cons, and I'm sorry you didn't make the cut.
Yeah, but
We flipped the coin. We just cut that part out.
Were there any actual questions, or was that really it?
Someone's telling me about the G930 and how I could use a USB dongle, and I really
Cool.
love dongles.
Yeah, we've got to sort out your headset problem soon.
Right now,
Because
it's pretty good. It's
we've
okay
got
right
40
now.
minutes before it starts acting shitty for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we were gonna talk about it before we
Twitch,
completely
yes.
missed the Twitch question again, like we
Yeah,
did
right.
last week.
I was going to let you go as far as you wanted with that.
Yeah.
I mean, another one was Archon Zach has 1,000 hours in Skyrim and he has 12 in
Oh, shit.
Oblivion. Yeah, he's only 12 in Oblivion.
1,000 hours in Skyrim to 12 in Oblivion.
Yeah.
That should be the other way around. I feel like.
What? How did you get to that amount on one and stop so soon on the other? I have to wonder.
I feel like it might have been the case, in his case, if you get to 1,000 hours in Skyrim and only 12 in Oblivion, I feel like the most likely
Right,
situation...
1,000 hours in Skyrim and only 12 in Oblivion. Let's say it.
Yeah,
Wanna make
1,000
sure
hours in Skyrim and then only 12 in Oblivion.
How many in Morrowind?
Probably 0. Well,
That's-
that
yeah,
actually
probably.
brings
So
to my
1,000 hours in
deductive-
Skyrim,
Here's
12
what-
in Oblivion.
How many in Daggerfall,
Here's
though?
what
0
I
in...
would-
How many in Daggerfall?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You know what? That tears my whole argument down. I wasn't
yeah,
thinking it.
you should stop
Yeah,
there.
Right, yeah, because if we
6.
don't know how many hours he has in Daggerfall, then...
My God.
No, but what likely happened is he probably had 1,000 hours. Skyrim was probably his first.
How many hours did he have?
Yeah, 1,000 hours in Skyrim. It's probably his first Elder Scrolls game, and then he was like, I really like Skyrim. That was really good. Let's go back and play Oblivion.
Right, but like 12 in Oblivion.
Yeah.
What if he started at Oblivion? He's like, I'm just not into these games. And then he came back and he's like, but Skyrim, though.
You know what? It's possible that he said, I'm playing
Oops.
Oblivion right now. I want to have 12 hours in Oblivion and 1,000 hours in Skyrim.
Oh, because it
Fucking
makes
hate
for a good story.
Right, exactly, yeah.
There's a lot of speculation. That it's a good contrast
Right.
Mhm.
from the one to the other.
Oh, definitely,
It's
yeah.
a huge difference.
All right, I think I'm done talking about that now.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Um,
We got to
are
it.
you okay with that?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. That's pretty good.
Pretty good with that.
It's 1,000 hours. Okay, so
Stop
there
it.
was there was a presentation, a panel, as they call them at PAX, and I went to tried to go to a couple, but the other one I went to, which was like about how to manage your life as a gamer while also still dealing with everyday adult things, which I know the way I just described that sounded like it would be the most boring shit ever, but they had a really compelling paragraph in the Twitch app that made me think this could be a good panel, and unfortunately it wasn't. So it didn't sit through that one, but came back for the Twitch one because I wanted to find out how to become a successful Twitch streamer, and I thought that this panel was going to help me. And one of the points that we went over in this presentation, which a lot of it was about basically how exciting TwitchCon was going to be because of brand synergy and beautiful corporate relations, because it was that type of panel. It was basically just, a circle jerk of how cool Twitch is.
Luckily, I missed that part of it, which was nice.
Yeah, Rob was like half an hour late. And the first half
Actually,
an hour was all that.
you know why I was a half an hour late? Because I was pooping in the convention
Oh my
hall.
God, it all comes full circle.
It ties in. That was what was happening.
Gotta
That
be
was
kidding me.
my pooping incident there. So
That's
sorry.
good.
Go on.
All right, so one of the points that I wanted to bring up for actual discussion, and this is how long fucking winded I am that it took this long to get to the actual question, was that it came up, someone had asked in the Q&A section, so how does this whole thing work if I'm not getting viewers? Should I feel motivated to continue to stream even though no one's watching? And the answer that I thought was particularly controversial was that the person said to the person asking the question, no, you shouldn't. If you have no viewers, you've already done something wrong. So I wanted to open the floor to ask, do you agree with that assertion or not?
I do not. But I think, Rob, you do.
Well, there's a difference. If you have 0 viewers, then Probably. Yeah. I mean, like,
Let's say for the sake of argument, it's like 5 or less.
well, I don't know. I mean,
Or just say
the
0 then, if that's easier.
I feel like it is an important point though to make. Like I feel like this situation that we're going to create here, where there's 0 viewers, we're going to assume that this person has a good mic, good stream quality,
right. Yeah.
and a good setup. Because that if you don't
fine.
have that, then you're not going to get any viewers. So people are going to come in and immediately leave.
Right.
But assuming that's all there, which is the case for a lot of streamers in this position, I feel like that point needs to be made. So that just kind of goes without saying.
I think the thing is, yeah, like you have to have obviously you have to have the bare minimum, which is a decent setup, right? On top of that, though, if you don't have some sort of a hook that it like exists in your title, the game that you're playing, or whatever, and I'm just speaking from like a purely numbers standpoint, not like if you're looking to be a successful streamer, which again, if you're going in to do it, if you're going in because, like, I want to be a successful streamer, with that as your primary focus, then you're doing it wrong. Okay? You shouldn't do that. But...
Oh, you can do that if you want. Why can't you do that?
Well, because it leads to a lot of, like, not great things.
Well, yeah, it does, and it's a world that I kind of feel like mostly our community doesn't really dwell within, but I still don't begrudge that people want to do it that way. It's just not what I want.
No, yeah, I mean, but there's...
I kind of agree with Rob. Yeah, I feel like if you're going in with success and in some cases money in mind, then you've started off poorly.
Well, the problem is going to be yourself. You're going to be incredibly critical of yourself the whole time, and you're probably going to burn out because you need you need the drive.
Oh, yeah, that too.
You need to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah.
If you're,
Whoa.
That's what I was saying.
if you're doing it like, hey, I want to make money on Twitch, then that you're not going to be successful. Right. You're just not going to.
Well,
be
you
successful.
might.
You might, but
or less likely
in most cases, perhaps.
Yeah, you can do that if you have a base eventually, and then you could start doing that. But you really got to start off with the passion to do it, because everybody gets jaded doing it. Eventually.
Yeah, even if you love it, eventually you still get jaded.
Yeah.
Still need to take a break every so often.
Yeah, exactly. But if you go in with that mindset, then you're not going to have a good time. Anybody that walks in is going to see you're not having a good time, and it's just not going to be. But
right.
Here's my point with the 0 viewers thing. If you are going into a stream with 0 viewers, if you're doing it for like, just your friends to watch, great, sure, that sounds fine. That's all right. But if you're going in and I want to be a Twitch streamer, I want to try to do this, get a real good shot at it. If you're going in with 0 viewers without any kind of social network presence at all other than Twitch, frankly, Twitch doesn't really support you very well in that regard. It just doesn't. The natural discovery on Twitch is not great even for popular streamers, really. And it's especially bad for someone really low.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I was thinking you had more to say than that.
Well,
so
I
didn't jump in.
did kind of. So like, and basically what they were saying, which Nick took issue with, and which is in.
Well, I haven't finished
fair.
explaining the whole thing, but
Yeah.
I'll do that after you're done.
Well, they basically said, like, go on Reddit, go on forums of the game that you're playing, go on social media, make some, or get your face known in a Twitch chat of a popular streamer, and don't do it like two-facedly, but do it in a way that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't go to like, okay, this is the most popular stream. Hey guys, I'm a new Twitch streamer. Blah de blah de blah. Here's my thing, because that's not gonna work.
That. Don't do that.
It's not gonna work. I actually allow that on my channel because like I said, I know Twitch doesn't have very good natural discovery, so I'm okay with that. But I'm also not the biggest streamer in the world. But the thing is, if you do that, you're not gonna get anywhere. But go to a stream that you like. I mean, if you want to stream, you probably want to stream because you've seen other people stream and you like their streams. So if you get your face known, most people on Twitch are gonna be pretty okay, or like pretty helpful if you're gonna start and you're a face that they know in your chat. I mean, at least I know that I am, and I know that most of the streamers that I know are that same way, where like if someone
right.
I know who hangs out in my chat streams. You know, sometimes if they're streaming when I'm done, I'll raid them or I'll tell people about their stream. When they come into my chat, I tell people that, like, hey, he's a Twitch streamer. Go follow his channel. He's a cool dude. You know, like that kind of thing does help. And going on Reddit, going on forums and stuff. I mean, hey, I did a lot of that shit when I was first starting on YouTube. I would not have been popular on YouTube back in the day with Isaac if it hadn't been for the diligence that I put forth as far as like going on Reddit, going on like the Binding of Isaac subreddit, going on the indie gaming subreddit, going on forums and stuff, and being like, hey guys, I'm starting at. Well, yeah, you're really not, but you can I was kind of do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's basically it. Yeah.
I was going to say a point though about Reddit is that we've gotten to a point. It wasn't like this a couple of years ago, but we've gotten to a point where a very large percentage of subreddits don't allow you to promote your own content anymore, and even ones that do, you're not gonna get much from Reddit. Reddit doesn't help nearly as much as it does anymore, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But there's just there's two things. It's the fact that it's really not allowed in a lot of places anymore, and there's so many people trying to do it that it's gonna get lost in the mix.
Reddit was pretty instrumental, actually, to me kicking off indie impressions, because I used to go to our indie gaming, and I actually had a pretty good amount of people that would come over every day when I would post the video over there. And I don't think hardly anyone else had realized to do that yet until eventually I started seeing other people posting with a very, very similar format with the way that I would construct my titles. And I was like, all right, so people are kind of deconstructing what I'm doing and trying to harness it. And then eventually they got to the point where they're like, we're just not allowing anyone to do this anymore because so many people did it. Right. And I was like, all right, so, I can't do this anymore. I guess I got what I needed to out of it, but it's still unfortunate because I really like that community and I found out about a lot of stuff from it. Yeah. So, but yet people still post shit there and don't get in trouble, but I bet if I did, I probably would.
Yeah. Well, hey, that actually is how it happens on the Dota 2 subreddit, is people post their own shit all the time, and sometimes they get banned, sometimes they don't. But the big guys, if they do it, then they get shadow banned instantaneously. Like if Cyborg Matt posts anything anywhere near resembling anything having to do with something he did, which is something, frankly, and this is a little bit of a derailment, but Reddit is getting to this weird up its own ass place where
there's nowhere
like, you can't do
I like D on it.
You can't do self-promotion here, and it's like, why? Like, why? Like, that's what Reddit is. It's a fucking advertising platform. Yeah, I guess it's a thinly veiled social media advertising platform, but it's a fucking advertising platform. Why does someone with $1 million making an ad for Chevy that's kind of funny have more value, intrinsic value, than someone who makes their own fucking content and puts it on there? I mean, obviously, there needs to be some sort of a gate, but the gate should be, and this is something that I've argued before, the system that has been in place on Reddit since its inception, which is the fucking upvote downvote system. Yeah, like that's what it's there for. If you don't like what this guy's selling, then you downvote him. That's just all it is. Like, why does there have to be a hard rule, a hard limitation of self-promotion?
It's really silly right now because this argument gets thrown around so much now on Reddit. It's kind of just a Reddit-ism that it gets thrown around so much. So like, if you say that, let the upvote downvote do its work, people will be like, oh, but that just lets all the shit to the top. That's just all the subreddits go to shit, and it's just a bunch of meme posts. And it's like, I feel like you're taking r/funny and applying that to literally every other subreddit, because I browse a lot of subreddits, and there's so many good posts on these subreddits that people just ignore.
Yeah.
That they're on the front page, and they just look at, this meme post has a lot of upvotes, so therefore every post on the front page is a meme post. It's shit. It's terrible. Well, it's really not.
And I'm very frustrated with this whole like dank meme thing that has been happening across the internet, where people are like, oh yeah, he's just a fucking memer. Like he just has like talks about memes and stuff. It's like, what? So you mean a joke, right? You're saying, You're saying a joke. A person who makes jokes to make you laugh, you don't like them anymore.
It's like fanboys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
If you have any positive opinion, you become a fanboy, and if you dislike anything, you're a hater. Yeah. And there's no middle ground for actual discussion.
It's ridiculous. And then to Austin's point, where it's like, oh yeah, well if you allow just the upvotes to let people go, then all the shit posts go to the front page. Well, okay, then you, sir, with that opinion, may need to take a step back and realize that you're clearly then in the minority. And if the majority of Reddit and the people who are upvoting things upvote the things that you don't like, then maybe this place isn't for you. Because
but they're all stupid. They don't know.
Exactly,
They're fucking a bunch of kids. Only the kids upvote stuff.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, my big problem was with our indie gaming. Like the main point of that subreddit, it asked for user-created content, whether that be written or video.
Yeah.
So what I do is exactly what they were looking for, and yet became outlawed.
Yeah.
Like, what do they actually want then, if not for that? Because I'm doing the research myself, I'm finding games from other places, and then I'm delivering it to this place as a sort of a pre-curated format.
Yeah.
And everyone was happy that I did it for the most part. Every now and then there'd be like somebody that's like, oh, this guy posts too much. But I posted exactly as much as I was allowed to by the rules, which is once every 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I did that for like a year, which maybe that's kind of abusive, but I also just stopped once I knew it was becoming a problem.
It's not
my
abusive,
shit got
though. That's
upvoted all the
fucking
time.
rule.
So
Yeah, exactly.
if they didn't upvote it, maybe I would have taken the message that maybe I wasn't welcome there, but I never got that impression that I wasn't. It just became a rule one day that I wasn't welcome there.
You never got the indie impression. Sorry.
Oh, hold on here. No,
Ew.
I think the best example for the argument that I'm having here, that the upvote system does work way more people say it does, is the Dota 2 subreddit, because you will not visit a place where more people say that it's terrible when it's actually not terrible in terms of the content that reaches the front page.
Yeah.
Comments can be terrible on the Dota 2 subreddit sometimes.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, you get a lot of good, a lot of bad.
tend
But
to be, yeah.
the content is actually a nice even mix of funny pictures and videos and other content that is discussions.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could go right now and tell you the top 10 posts. You have one discussion on a new match that just happened a couple hours ago. You have a funny video of a model someone made in a parody of a model that Valve made a couple days ago. A funny image about the same thing. And then number 4 is a blog post about getting tickets to the next big event, the International. The next is a shout out and congratulations to 2 casters who did very well today at their job. Another one is a discussion on the update that happened today. As you can see, these are still all, discussions, and there's some pictures and discussions.
So are you just saying that there's still subreddits that have good things in them, or like I don't?
Well, I'm using Dota 2 specifically because you cannot go like 2 threads without someone saying that the content on the subreddit is terrible. You just can't.
Well, I've
always,
never said that.
Well,
So I don't think it's super relevant, I guess.
well, no, it's the idea that we kind of have
That's
got
the general
completely off what we were
opinion.
originally
Yeah,
talking
but-
about. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
I'm
the
just using it as
general
an
opinion
example.
is that like, oh, the shit posts are fucking ruining the Dota 2 subreddit, and it's like, no, they're not. They're not. And also, if they were, then people wouldn't upvote them because
Right, well,
the fact
we were
is-
talking specifically about self-promotion, though, and this is not really the same thing.
Well, in that regard, though, Dota 2 subreddit has implemented that very same thing that indie gaming did, and a lot of other subreddits did, popular subreddits did, where they're like, oh, if it's something that you made, you can't do it. Which doesn't make any sense, by the way, for another reason, because
The point of Reddit.
Right. Firstly, it's the fucking point of Reddit. But secondly, is that if, say, Cyborg Matt, who's like a big, personality in the Dota 2 community, he used to do these patch analysis things, which were actually really good. He put in a lot of
Very
fucking effort,
intricate.
extremely
Took
intricate.
him hours.
He would go through all this shit and make these analyses until he got banned one day because the Dota 2 subreddit was like, nope, you can't do self-promotion anymore. Which eventually led to, because his name was already popular in the Dota 2 community, because of fucking Reddit, now what happens is if he posts anything of like an analysis nature, someone else posts it. And it's like, I don't, like, where is this fucking cognitive dissonance here where you're okay with people who haven't made the thing post it, but you're not okay with the person who did make the thing post it? Why is that somehow different? I don't see how that is in any way different.
It's messed up. I think we get the point, though. I think I should go back, if you guys don't mind, to the original point.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten pretty far away from that
we've
now.
gotten into
It
Reddit,
happens.
Yeah.
I wanted to say the thing that kind of made me have a knee-jerk response to this whole question of, what do I do if I have 0 viewers? I think it's a bad idea to condemn someone and say you did it wrong already, because whether or not you have your equipment set up, if say your sound is set up, your equipment's good, your video is good, the game looks good, your quality is great, all of that shit aside, you still need the experience of streaming.
Yeah, you do.
Right? So whether or not you've paid a ton of money, you've had people set stuff up for you, maybe even if you're approaching this as like a business investment and you're literally outsourcing every other element of this, you still have to be a personality at the end of the day, and you still have to talk to people.
Yeah.
And you're not just going to be able to buy that in any way, shape, or form. You still have to actually do the act of it. Mm-hmm. And what better time to hone that craft than when no one's watching?
Yeah. That's true, right? But at the same time, though, like, it doesn't hurt to go to social media, to go do all the things that I said, go to, Reddit or forums or whatever and get your face known, so that at least you have, like, 10, 20 viewers or something, or even like 5, like people that even at least any amount of people that you don't know watching. It doesn't hurt to do that while you're learning. Because,
right, it doesn't hurt, but it also
too. When I was in the early days of YouTube, my fucking quality was awful, and my commentary was bad, and I had a bunch of awful shit having to do with anything that I did. But people still watched, and then as the quality improved, the numbers went up. Also, important to note, by the way, and this is a slightly tangential, because this is something that I think one of the people who asked the question had, which is like, your quality doesn't positively correlate with how successful you are. And it's unfortunate.
It's a baseline.
It does positively correlate with how unsuccessful
you are. Yeah, just not in the other direction.
Not in the other direction. You can have fantastic quality with these fucking super high-class, awesome overlays and stuff, and that doesn't mean that you're going to get...
The guy on the panel said that, too. He said he was brute-forcing Twitch. He was streaming for like 15 hours a day. He was missing meals. He felt sick. He could hardly function, but he was just getting no viewers, even though his quality was fantastic, and he was just pissed about wondering why that wasn't working out for him.
Right.
And I think that might have even been the same guy who said like that it was a problem if you have 0 viewers.
Yes. Yeah.
And I hate that mentality more than anything, that it's just like you're just doing it wrong. You're doing whatever you're doing, and you're gaining something no matter what you're doing. Yeah. You're putting experience in.
No,
You can't just coast and not gain any kind of experience. And even in his case, he learned a valuable lesson, even though it cost him a bunch of time and to some extent his health. I don't recommend replicating that situation, of course, but he definitely learned something from it.
Yeah.
And it's a point, I actually talked about this on a stream a couple days ago, because I had a couple viewers asking about the same thing, like, I have 0 viewers, what do I do? And I brought up this topic. And even if you don't do any, networking of any kind, and you have 0 viewers, there's still a chance. It's not... It varies from what game you're playing. Like, if you're playing a esport and you have 0 viewers, you will never get a viewer. No one is going through the 1-0 view streams on esports and looking for those streams. They're not. But for other games, for the medium popularity games, Isaac, Dark Souls, games like that, that have kind of a medium value on Twitch right now, people do... I'm sorry, my cat is hitting my mic. People do go and... sometimes they will, but the same people who go to r/new on Reddit, and they start all the,
I've rated Isaac streamers many times. I've given them hundreds of viewers, and I've made a bunch of friends from it, because it's a really positive experience in every direction.
It does happen, and it's going to be extremely important when you do get that one viewer. You want him to click the follow button. You want him to want to come back. And if you're not prepared for that, if you're not even looking at your viewer account, say, and that viewer stops by and you're sitting there doing nothing or not, really there, he's just going to leave, and you're not even going to know he was even there.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, to that point that Austin just made, interaction, super fucking important on Twitch, especially if you're like an esports guy, or you're like, like I'm a fucking 7K MMR Dota player, or I'm like, Grandmaster League StarCraft player, then okay, maybe your skills will be enough to draw in some viewership. But if you're not that specific thing, then, or you have no other kind of hook, then you gotta have some sort of an interaction with your chat, because if you just fucking ignore them like it's a let's play, then why would they stay? And, like, there was this one example.
Why does the NLSS work though?
Well,
we mostly don't talk to chat at all.
That's a completely different thing, though. Because when for instance, when you or Ryan stream on your own, you both interact with chat. It's just extremely hard to do when you're in a call with people.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, you can do it. If you're solo streaming, then you can interact with chat to a lesser degree, depending on your stream. I mean, the NLSS specifically is like a really geared and focused stream where there's like there's segments and whatnot. Even in those cases, it's harder to do, even more difficult to do when you're in a 2-person call or a 3-person call or what have you. But like I've seen smaller streams where they have a couple of people on and they still interact with the chat. It depends on which focus you're going, if a more casual nature or a more focused professional nature. But the thing that I was gonna say is I've been browsing actually r/livestream fails because they're pretty funny. And this one guy, this is a good example. This one guy streamed all of To the Moon, like I think he streamed for like 4 hours, and he streamed a black screen with his webcam on. The chat was telling him the entire time to turn your webcam on. He didn't even look at them, even once.
Was he a popular streamer?
No, he wasn't a popular streamer. He was, but I mean, at that point, I think he had like 40 viewers by the end because it was pretty funny. Because
for novelty value, people were showing up to say, "Oh, it's a black screen."
It was a ploy the whole time.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna get people to follow.
There's your hook.
Like maybe you got some fetishists who are like, "Oh, I really love being ignored. Let's follow this guy."
Maybe it's like an ASMR thing. They just like listening to his voice.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
A radio broadcast.
So, but I mean, like, that's an example of something that you do not want to do at all. Yeah. Like, you don't want to just ignore the chat as if they're not there. Like, it's not YouTube. It's not YouTube. Twitch is a different animal entirely. It's an animal that
even
I really
if you're
like.
not streaming to anybody, you should still have chat open just in case somebody shows up and says hi. You want to be there to say hi to them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I kind of feel rejected even more when I go to a stream that there's basically nobody at, and I talk in the chat and I just don't get anything back. I'm like, all right, well, this guy's got nothing better to do apparently than ignore me.
Yeah. Yeah. And
if it's busy, then like you get lost in a crowd, but if there's nobody, you're the only person. Like, come on.
And this is something that's a bit pretentious of me, but I think you should be prepared for raids in the way that you should at least acknowledge their existence. Because there have been a couple of times where I raided some smaller streamer who didn't have a lot of viewers, but their mods were like really up their own asses with how their channel worked. And like I raided them and like a bunch of people were in like, yeah, Alpaca raid, how's it going, and all this stuff, right? And then, like, the mods were like, no all caps, no raids allowed, ban everyone that's in there. And, like, the streamer just didn't even, like...
Right, well, they're just straight up doing Twitch wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, they can not want raids if they want, but to ban everyone and then be like, well, this is my Twitch, like, you... At least if you're not into it, just express, I'm not into it, please don't do that again.
Right, yeah, exactly. Or don't just ignore that it's even happening to your chat, because it's like, all right.
Or be into it because you're getting, a lot of new viewers, and you should be very happy about it.
Yeah.
Not everybody does Twitch for the same reasons, and that's fine. If you wanted this to be a private kind of thing, maybe you had 5 or 10 of your friends that are all watching you do something for some reason, and then a whole ton of people just bring a bunch of spam. Like, I could see why that would make you upset.
Yeah.
But, like, react in a way that's reasonable. Don't ban everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
I feel like it's a very rare situation, though.
Yeah.
Well, sure, maybe it is, but, like, just, take everybody on a one-to-one basis. Just, ask them what they think about it, I guess.
It's happened to me, like, 3 times, and I've never rated those people ever again.
Yeah.
And I only did it because there was, like, no one else that I wanted to raid was on, and they were there, and I was like, you know what, I had a fine time in their stream the other time when I lurked. I'll go raid them. And it was like, never again. Never again. I will never go anywhere near your channel again.
That they're getting what they asked for then, right? That's what they didn't want, raids. They're not going to get raids.
Well, it wasn't specifically that they didn't want raids. They were like, stop spamming saying the same thing, and they would just ban everybody. And then the streamer just wouldn't acknowledge it. And it's just like, all right. fine. I mean, I got the memo. Don't do it again. You don't want new viewers from my audience. Okay, sure.
I mean, if the goal is that you want a bunch of viewers and you're going to get pissed at people for writing the same word a couple too many times, then, like, you're not going to have a fun time if you do get successful.
There are some chats, too, that have, like, an excessive amount of rules for...
I agree.
For their position.
Oh, that is... It's a kind of a plague among even a lot of popular streamers, is that the rules are a little ridiculous.
Yeah, sometimes
it's not for us to say, but in our
no,
opinion.
Of course, right, but
I don't know. I will say it is for me to say that if you've got like 10 viewers, maybe don't make a rule where it's like oh, don't alternate, don't have an exclamation point into your sentence at any point. Because not allowed, I'm instant ban. It's like, that is not how you get people to stay. It's just not. I mean, if you have...
Again, I feel like they're not doing the same Twitch we are. Like, they're just going to get weeded out if they're not interested in playing the game with the rest of us, you know?
I guess so, yeah. That's true, actually. I mean, I'm all for ground rules. I have a bunch of rules, and I have one really weird one, too. Well, actually, I haven't put that in yet.
What is your weird rule? Or do you know?
No. My one weird rule that I'm going to add in now is be careful with your use of fucking ellipses. Because
I knew it. I fucking knew it was coming.
I hate them so much. I hate them. So I have one. That's one weird rule, but it's not. I'm not gonna like Moobot time out all ellipses like that. I'm not gonna do.
You would have no viewers.
It's gonna be right. Yeah, exactly.
I would actually be kind of frustrated with that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is some people have Moobot have super enforce their rules instead of dealing with it on a case-by-case basis. Yeah, someone comes in, says a racial slur. I'm okay with Moobot, like, just instantly banning them, right? But other stuff, like, I don't know, don't be a dick, that should be handled, or like, you know, be careful with the all caps, that could be handled on a case-by-case basis, because it's something that most people, if they're casually browsing a stream, especially in the case of natural discovery, which is what we're talking about here, right? With a person who's starting out on Twitch, people are going to be finding you through natural discovery, for the most part, unless you're being rated by a big streamer or something, or what have you. In those scenarios, rules like instantly banning all caps is not the best idea, because, let's be honest, most people don't go to a stream, decide they want to say something to the streamer and be like, oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me scroll down and look if they have a rules section to see what I can and cannot say.
Right, because feels like Reddit.
Yeah, like, most people are not going to do that. So you should handle most things on a case-by-case basis if that's one, like,
the ellipsis thing falls right into that, though, in my opinion.
It does. Well, that's why I'm not going to instantly ban it with Moobot. But
okay.
But I am going to but I deal with it on a case-by-case basis. And I do know when someone's being a dickbag with the ellipses.
Yeah.
And also I know that all of the comments on this video are going to involve ellipses. You can all suck it. But either way,
you should all actually just try and just spell the word ellipses. Don't actually put ... Just end all of your sentences.
Well, see, Austin, until then there was going to be a small contingent of people that didn't know what ellipses meant. Yeah. So now that you said ... it's all out of the bag.
Yeah, that's it. The cat's no longer in the bag. Who put him there? I'll never know ... But
stop. No, I mean you have to understand that Twitch chat on a global scale, it's gonna get crazy sometimes. Like, sometimes
right, but we can help.
What?
We can help it become less crazy as a community if we have reasonable rules that kind of put forward the idea that we don't have to be a bunch of misogynist, sexist assholes.
Well, I wasn't actually phrasing it in that way. If it can, I was more talking about just, sometimes spam is fun. It's actually quite common for spam to be fun. Like, a couple years ago, not as much. Spam was really only annoying, but it's become its own joke now, and sometimes, a lot of times, it's fun, and chatters enjoy it now. And sometimes, if you have a bot auto banning caps and emotes, and you kind of quell that, storm, you're gonna put some people off. And sometimes, even if you don't like it, put up with it every once in a while.
I saw someone who had a Moobot that would auto ban anyone who used Kappa.
Oh, you've done
and
it.
it's like you just don't want viewers on Twitch.
You're done. You don't ban the cap.
You just don't want people to watch you, is what you're saying. Like I don't. That's the kind of thing that I don't understand. I mean, there's a community, there's a culture around Twitch, and you know what? This goes all the way back to what we were saying initially, which is like, don't look at Twitch as a business proposition. Do it because you like the culture around it. You've gone to streams where you like the community, where it's like, because in my experience as someone who's a streamer, I really like streaming to the people who are always there and they're cracking jokes and I'm like hanging out with them. That's fun. That's really fun for me.
Right, but when you're starting, you don't always get that. So you have to kind of like work into that a little bit.
You still, I mean, but you still, even in, honestly, it might even be more prevalent in smaller streams where the community is very tight-knit and people...
Yeah, but there's a difference between smaller streams, meaning like 10 viewers, and no viewers, or like 1 or 2 viewers.
Oh yeah, 1 or 2, yeah, alright, yeah.
The gap between no viewers and 10 viewers is monumental compared to the gap between like 10 and 50.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a
getting those first chunks of viewers is, you know...
Because once you get to 50, 40 of them are going to lurk anyway.
Yeah. Well, and then, honestly, it's weird, too, because if you really wanted to approach Twitch in an extremely business-minded way, I mean, you could still do it. You could still do it either way. But
well, that's what that presentation was. That was the conclusion of that presentation, that people should do it that way. Well, and I found that to be really annoying.
There were a couple good things that they said about the business-minded thing. Like, I think Zeke mentioned this kind of thing, whereas, like, if there's a game coming out that I really want to play, you know, this is me speaking as him. If there's a game coming out that I really want to play, I'm gonna hype the shit out of that for like a month because I'm gonna play it, and I want people to know that I'm going to play it. Like him in Hotline Miami 2. He was very hyped to play Hotline Miami 2, so he hyped the shit out of, like, I'm excited for... I was just looking at Twitch a second ago, and Dan's Gaming is playing Demon's Souls, and his title is Bloodborne Hype. So, like, it's not entirely... Like, when you do it in that way, if you're not doing the who is he? Who is he on YouTube? Ghost Robo or whatever, who does like the walkthroughs of every game that comes out.
The hottest HD walkthroughs on YouTube.
Right, exactly. If you're not doing it in that way, you can still be business minded while also being like interesting and
yeah, but
fun.
Nobody ever says this out loud. Like, you just kind of learn this culture through doing it. So it's funny to actually hear someone just say it just outright like that.
Don't let the business get in the way of the fun. I think is an important rule.
Yeah.
Because if you get to that point, you might realize that you're not really enjoying what you're doing anymore.
Yeah. I've let the business part of it just cloud some of the fun just because I so don't want to go down that road that I would like actively not want to say Bloodborne hype. Because like then people would see that as a business type thing, and like I'm so not into that idea. Yeah. I just want to play the games I want to play and have people hopefully enjoy that we can chat while we play them.
Yeah, but also you're sitting at a comfortable position in that, like, you already have an audience, whereas
I'm hyping Bloodborne. Yeah. I've been hyping it for like a week.
I did the same thing for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, actually. Like, I mean, it wasn't actually even a conscious thing, but when Zeke was talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, you know, that is a really good thing to do. Because I was hyping the shit out of Xenoverse for like months. I was like, I am going to be playing fucking Xenoverse, and you guys are going to sit and watch it, and there's nothing you can do. Everybody stream the shit out of it. And I did, and it actually was pretty successful as far as, like, numbers are concerned. Not that I... Honestly, me now, for the most part, I don't really look at numbers, because when you do... you know what, actually, there's another side tip, is...
Don't look at numbers.
Don't sweat the numbers, because it really... Because here's what happens. You could have a great day, and you're going to be sitting on cloud 9, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, this is awesome, I got, you know, X amount of viewers, or, you know, I hit my goal of how many followers I wanted today, that's awesome. But then, whenever you have an off day, or whenever viewership is down...
Any day, that's not that day.
Right, exactly. Then you feel like shit.
It's the worst feeling.
You feel so much worse. You feel so much worse than how good you felt. you get down, and then that comes through. That totally comes through, because it's happened to me. It happens to me still. I mean, sometimes I don't really care about numbers as much anymore, but it still does come through sometimes, and it's like, you know what, this isn't. Then you start producing content that's like, well, I don't. Why would anybody even watch it if I'm not enjoying myself doing it? You know, so don't try your best to not sweat the numbers.
It's hard.
It is.
I got to the point where I do not bring my dashboard up. I do not look at the number, but I've been cheating, and I've always been cheating, where I'll bring up the viewer list and quickly do like a summary count by seeing how far down the list goes.
You might as well bring up the fucking dashboard.
Right. But it's like a good example for this. I think was yesterday's Thursday. So Wednesday, I had around 40 viewers, 30 to 40 viewers, and it was great. It was awesome. That's a good number for me, good average number, thumbs up. The next day, just kind of an off day, I had like 11 or 12, and I even I switched games, which is probably a mistake, and I went down to like 8 or 9, and that's it's such a shit feeling. It's just the worst feeling, and the stream was not good from that point on. It just wasn't like it.
And everybody.
And my condolences.
Don't look
my
at the
condolences
numbers.
to the people who
My
know.
cannolis.
My cannolis to the people who know you shouldn't do it and will do it anyway, like me.
Yeah. Me too.
Me too.
We're all in the same club together. I mean, we all know better, and we just can't help ourselves. We're driven by this idea that, you know, somehow if we can see the trends, we'll somehow get ahead of it and have better control over what we're doing. And ultimately, there's so many variables and factors. Even if you know everything that goes into every decision you make, you're still never going to have complete control over anything. And that's coming from someone who's in a very fortunate position to have a lot of control over what I'm able to do. Mm-hmm. So when you're just trying to make numbers happen at all, it's extremely frustrating.
And you know, that's that. I was not to bring this back up again, but I was watching Dan's gaming stream the other day, and he was talking about this exact thing. And it was funny too, because it's like this is the sort of thing that I'm talking about having interaction with your chat. Just one stray question of like, how do I be successful as a streamer, right? And he went on for like 20 minutes about it. And because, you know, he wanted to answer the question fully. And one of the things that he was saying is like, honestly, most of the time, you just straight up can't control your numbers. You'll have off days, you'll have huge spikes out of nowhere, and sometimes you won't even know where they came from, and you'll have to, like, fucking Sherlock Holmes that shit to try to figure out where that came from, but maybe you'll figure it out, maybe you won't. And then sometimes you'll spend just months and months at the same viewer number, and it will never go up, and you're thinking you're doing something wrong, but the truth is you're not. You're doing fine, and then sometimes you'll get a change, and suddenly you're at a new viewer number for a long time. Right. And that's what he said, is like, if you're starting out on Twitch, what his advice was that if you're starting out on Twitch and you've got, like, you know, 10, 20 viewers, or less than that, or like 5 viewers, you're gonna be staying there for like 3 years, and then maybe like 3 years later you'll get to, if all of the things roll, but it's like all the things roll into the way, then, you know, you might be a really popular streamer or something. But like, and he's
I don't really like that answer.
Well,
everyone else that's been on Twitch has taken faster than that. So like, why would he think now that he knows how the trends are going to work? Just some people will be successful, some won't. That's all. Yeah,
and some are more successful quicker, and some people aren't. And honestly, it doesn't necessarily have to do with who they are as a streamer. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But
some people get big and then immediately idle.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen.
Yeah, no, that's what he was saying. Is like, sometimes you'll get a burst to like a new viewer count, and then all of a sudden you have a new concurrent viewer count, and you're like, oh man, I'm growing, this is great. And then it'll just stay like that for months at that new number. And it's like, well, I know, that just happens.
No, but then the thing is, you're now going to compare yourself to what it could have been if you kept going in that trend, which is the most dangerous thing of all.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was in a steady decline for a while on my YouTube channel, and then I just randomly got featured by Nerd Cubed, and I like quadrupled the size of my YouTube channel. And ever since then, I've been on another steady decline, and that's over a year ago. So like, that shit just happens. Occasionally it just goes nuts, and then you just kind of idle and then slowly go down.
Yeah. or just stay level or go slightly up, and there's not a great deal of rhyme or reason to it unless you have like consistent interactions with other people who are doing this as well,
Right. And there's a lot of people that want you to believe that they understand how to do X, and they don't understand really.
Yeah.
They're just trying. They're trying to put on a good face so people align with them, and that gives them power. That's all it is. Nobody really knows, though.
Yeah, no one really fully knows. That's the thing. Yeah, so basically, if you want to be a Twitch streamer, you prepare for months and months of pure, unadulterated, unfun hell, in which you'll second-guess yourself and feel like you're cursed and get into a horrible, depressed state. And maybe you'll have fun sometimes, but most of the time it'll be terrible. So go for it. Enjoy Twitch. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. But we've talked about a lot of the downsides, and a lot of the hurdles and stuff. But
it's very fun.
It is.
It's one of the most fun things you can do, honestly, in my opinion. Is stream.
You don't need to have 5,000 viewers like Man vs. Game to have fun doing it either. Like that, and that's part of the reason that I said that don't sweat the numbers. Because some of the most fun streams I had were in the really early days of me doing streaming at all, and I would have, just 10 people hanging out at 4 in the morning and just talking random bullshit with them.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah, so those were some of the most fun streams I've ever had. So it doesn't necessarily, success doesn't necessarily correlate to how much fun you're having, and then on top of that, I guess it's the same thing with your quality and whatnot. If you're not having fun, you're gonna do poorly. If you are having fun, then people will stay, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna do better. So,
well, people may stay. They won't guarantee to stay.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
They might not like the game you're playing or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think if you're looking for anything, look for the idea of connecting with people.
Yes.
Through the common ground of playing games, because that's the greatest asset of the whole thing, is you make a community around your interests and the shared interests of those around you. And if you have other friends that you talk to outside of Twitch that also do Twitch stuff, there's a really cool bond that happens there too. So it kind of multiplies in different directions, and ultimately it all feels really great. And psychologically, doing Twitch streams has helped me fantastically, as well as YouTube too. I mean, that's a lot of why I did it. I mean, I have issues with social anxiety, I have trouble speaking, and I feel like I've come a very long way for having done that. And everybody's been incredibly supportive, and it's like I've made a ton of new friends. Mm-hmm. So that's a really positive reason to do it. Plus, you get to fucking play video games. That's fun.
And you pretty much
Let's not overlook that.
You pretty much always will make new friends, no matter if you have 5,000 viewers or 2.
Right.
If you go on,
they get what you put in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But seriously, you make a lot of new friends doing this. I'm making new friends all the time, baby.
I got friends.
As long as you're not a dick.
Friends.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess if you're a dick... Well, no, I shouldn't say if you're a dick, don't do Twitch, because there's a lot of dicks. So...
It's just like a fucking dick farm.
If you're a huge asshole, and you know that you're a huge asshole...
Oh, then play it up.
Play it up, yeah, exactly. No, I mean, and I'm only half kidding. Seriously,
Wait, why are you half kidding? You should not be at all kidding.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I really shouldn't be kidding. I mean, honestly, here's a general thing too, and this is something that I don't really have myself. I don't really do this, even though I'm totally aware that I should. Is you gotta have a bit of a hook. Most of the top streamers, if you look at them, they have some kind of a hook that gets people. It doesn't matter how you get people in the door, so much as it matters getting people to stick around.
What's your hook?
Well, my minor hook is the cool animation that plays when people subscribe. But
subscribe to alpacapatrol today for a cool animation.
Also,
you're selling yourself short.
Well, and then also I like to think of myself as an energetic personality, which hopefully people get attached to.
That's better. That's more like it.
And
you're also a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, that too. I'm a huge piece of pure human fecal matter, and people really like that sometimes. But some people
you have a good voice also, which doesn't hurt there.
Well, thank you. But yeah, no, I mean that's a also if you have a very actually if you just have
you're gonna go aw.
No, I was gonna say if you have a really bassy voice, then you're Actually,
Yeah,
it
if
was
you can
really
turn
funny.
on the fucking radio butter for
Yeah.
people like Bear Taffy,
Yeah.
they'll
Oh
love
my
that.
God.
Actually, there was this guy when I was going to PAX East and I was waiting online for the bus. There
Do
was
your
this
radio voice,
no,
Rob. Do
there
your
was
radio
there was this
voice.
like tall black dude who had the most like I think I got a boner from hearing him just
Oh,
speak.
that's great.
And
Did you show him?
I didn't show my boner, no, but I really,
Damn it.
I really wanted to. The only thing that's because I really wanted to go up to him and be like, "Hey, do you have a Twitch channel or YouTube or something? Because if you don't, fucking get on that shit right now." But the only thing that stopped me is that he was talking with like two of his other friends, and I didn't want to like come up to a group of 3 strangers and go up to one of them and be like, "Hey,
weird.
you should go on Twitch. You two, I mean, you're all right, but like you should definitely." But I wish I was able to do that because his voice, I mean, holy shit. But you don't even necessarily have to have like a smooth, silky voice, just a unique voice. Well, you don't even have to have a unique voice, but it helps.
I don't consider my voice to be that great, and I mean,
Well, I don't know.
My voice is super nasally and annoying, but people still listen to me.
Yeah, but like your voices are both unique in that way.
Right.
Whereas, not everybody's gonna be Bear Taffy with the voice of a chocolate god, but
I wish I was Bear Taffy with the voice of Chocolate God.
yeah, me too. But
Who doesn't?
But that's what I was talking about when I was saying experience is something you can't buy. Just the fact that you can talk at all and project your voice so people can hear it. That you're saying words that are intended to be heard by people rather than kind of mumbling to yourself, which is what I did when I started YouTube.
Me too.
So
yeah.
don't think I'm just saying this like as if I'm not guilty of it myself. I am.
Oh,
But I've come around.
Diction as well. For real.
Eat my diction. Yeah, that
Oh,
guy's
yeah,
nice.
Eat my diction, Nick. He's a great dude. We all love him. Yeah, go talk to him. He'll help you out. That was my point. Let's go talk to Eat My Diction because that's a great tip for starting streamers. No, but no, for real. Diction is something. It's funny because I was specifically trained in diction.
Oh, you mean the word I still thought you meant the streamer for a different
No,
reason. I was
I
real
did not.
confused.
No.
I was like, what is this diction story I haven't
He
heard?
was trained in it.
Yeah, no, I was just.
Molded by it.
Molded.
You only got you only saw the diction when you were a man.
Yeah.
But
There you
anyway, yeah. But seriously, diction is super important. I was specifically trained in it because I went to acting school. And in fact, I think my diction has gotten worse over the course of me doing this. But I've noticed all of my friends have gotten better at diction over the course of them just speaking.
We've traded.
Yeah, exactly.
You've rubbed up on us, and we've rubbed off on you. And,
I guess so, yeah. No, but I mean, like, that's something that you learn through experience. Is you speak more clearly when you have to speak so that people can hear you. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
so strange because when I was in high school and I had to take my speech class, I almost like passed out. I was so
Right.
terrible at public speaking that I couldn't get in front of a class of like it was roughly 15 people. It was a very small speech class,
I've been there too.
and I like it was a disaster. And even today, I still have a lot of trouble. Like even just having a phone conversation with like someone at work, like I still kind of get nervous with calling some random company trying to do business, and yet I can get up in some certain situations and get in front of like hundreds of people, sometimes a few times thousands of people, and talk like it's nothing. Like it's such a weird. Can I use the word dichotomy here, or is that not allowed?
I don't know that makes sense
it doesn't
here.
it's a weird juxtaposition.
There you go, that one.
Yeah.
They're both similar, but that's the better one.
Yeah.
Clearly, my diction is not.
That's your
par.
vocabulary. It's
That's
very
your
different.
vocabulary.
Yes. Vocabulary is different from diction.
I'm gonna go to my cot.
But that's why it's okay, because here nobody's judging you. If you're at work, you'd be so worried that the person on the other end of the phone would be like, "What's wrong with this guy?" and not tell you about it.
Right.
You know, here everything's lampshaded. Just get over it and move on.
Yeah, and then
It's a much healthier environment.
also here, like if you say something wrong, then Twitch chat will eat your fucking asshole open, and then you ban them all. So it's
You
great.
guys will eat my fucking asshole open. That's why I'm getting better at it.
That's a strange sentence to hear coming out of your mouth.
You
to be
said
honest.
it first, you piece
No,
of
I
shit.
know, but I mean,
No, it was only weird when Austin said
Yeah,
it.
I said
Yeah.
it about like a general Twitch chat, and you said it about us, and it got a little bit weird. But you know,
Act like you don't.
we'll talk.
I don't
about
think
it
that's
later.
gonna happen.
Yeah. We'll work out the numbers later. But Yeah, and you know what? This ended up turning into us giving that panel at PAX instead of.
I think ours was way better than theirs.
Yeah.
Ours is pretty good. Yeah, yeah. But
I didn't even see the panel, and I thought ours was better.
Dude, they didn't talk like they've ever streamed before, and I thought that was so weird. They acted like they were a bunch of fucking corporate people with a clipboard going over points about how you become a successful streamer, not like actually as if they've ever done it themselves. And I can't understand how that happened.
Yeah, I didn't like that much, except I did like Zeke, because he didn't really speak in those terms for the most part.
He also was just
yelling
like
a lot.
trying to be weird.
That's kind of what Zeke is, though. He is just kind of weird.
No, but I get if that's him, but it seemed like he was forcing it so much.
Trust me, he's not. He's just.
He's like, oh my god, I've got to get up and run around in circles because Twitch is so exciting.
Did he run around in circles?
He ran. Yes, he literally ran through the whole audience. Actually,
that's
yes.
actually really funny.
He got up, he like threw something on the ground, and then he did a lap through all of the chairs and did high fives. I high-fived him.
That's sad.
I'm serious, I did.
Yeah. See, so it worked. That's his.
No, what do you mean it worked? He was running, and the thing you do is put your hand out.
Yeah, well, you did it.
You put your hand out when someone's running by.
Yeah, and you did it.
The whole crowd did that.
Well, there you go. And you remembered him, right?
Oh my god.
Boom.
I knew who he was before I saw him.
There you go. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know what you're proving this point with. What is the...
Yeah, I don't know, Nick. You did high five him.
You
I don't
did
feel like
high
you have much
five.
of an
I
argument
think the
here.
proof is in the pudding here, Nick.
So you're saying he got me, though?
He got you.
Yeah, he got you good.
What did he get me, though?
He
A high five.
He was Pudge, and he said, fresh meat.
I still... I mean, no disrespect to him, but I still haven't watched his Twitch channel.
Oh, but you will.
Why?
Because you high five.
You high five, Nick. I mean, I feel like we're running in circles here. I mean, we all know that you high fived.
He's the one running in circles through the crowd, high fiving everyone.
You admitted it yourself that you high fived him. I mean, come on. We don't need to.
I don't think I would have done that if I was on the panel.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not your personality to run around and do high fives. Actually, that might have been my. I could have done that.
Would you have done that?
I might have, yeah. If I was a streamer that gets like 3,000 viewers and like a audience of like 500 people were asking me how to be a Twitch streamer, then
Did you just pop your lips? Did you go?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
No word.
Maybe the proof is in the pudding. Maybe it goes back to what I was saying about how my diction has gotten considerably worse since I've stopped really doing. Actually, that would be a really good idea. I should go back to the old diction games that I used to do before I stream.
Is it just a bunch of
You
puns
warm up
about-
though, right?
I
Like
used
you
to do
do some
that.
vocal exercises.
No, I don't do vocal exercises. I used to.
I have to. I can't even start recording if I don't do it, or my throat just sounds like gravel farm.
Yeah. Sometimes though, I like that when my voice is all gravelly, because then it, you know.
Yours has got to be different from mine because mine just has like holes in sound, and that doesn't
okay.
sound good at all.
No, sometimes with me, like if it's early in the morning and I woke up, it'll just be like, "Hey everybody, I'm Alpacapatrol. And
Oh.
welcome to the show."
Oh, you go like sexy with it.
Yeah,
no, mine
no, I
just
get it.
sounds like shit.
Yeah, no, I ride with the sexy train. You know, I get the ladies and the dudes as well involved in the love making. You know.
The love train.
Yeah, it's always
Love
important.
train. Love train.
That show used to come on all the time, and that's when I would always change the channel.
You mean Soul Train? Yeah, that
Yeah,
would come
Soul
on.
Train.
Well, so they would always play reruns of Soul Trains from the 70s, like
After
immediately
the X-Men or something.
Yeah, after Saturday morning cartoons ended, they would just play Soul Train.
Like, why did that
They play
happen?
Love Boat.
I don't know. I don't know what their demographic. Maybe they figured like, all right, well, after the Saturday morning cartoon shows ended, that demographic is gone no matter what we play. So this is the
But
time
trash,
for.
it's trash you've got.
Maybe they're just like, well, we have a contract for this, so we might as well fucking play it. Or they're like, well, that as soon as the Saturday morning cartoon shows end, then our demo immediately changes from like, 5 to 12 to like 60 to 80. So let's just fucking rock some Soul Train.
You're saying a good 21 to 34-year-old can't enjoy Soul Train, motherfucker?
I mean, I watched.
I don't even know what that show was. It was people dancing.
It
What was
train.
that
It
show?
wasn't
Ooh,
really.
Soul.
Yeah, it was very strange. They I don't think they even talked. Like they just played music and it was a bunch of people dancing for like a half an hour. Actually, it might have been an hour-long show. I don't know. I never really understood Soul Train.
A problem with
that? Totally honest with you. No, but I really think they should resurrect it. They should reboot it and make it into a 2-hour film.
Make it a ghost
You
Soul
could do it on fucking Twitch TV. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they have the whole music section now on Twitch.
Like literally though, if anyone actually understands why Soul Train came on after Saturday morning cartoons, I'd like to know the actual answer.
I honestly think I'm pretty close.
You like, probably are.
Because, like, what could they play that isn't a Saturday morning cartoon that is going to get the
talk shows,
like, the 6-year-olds to stay?
Or Price is Right.
I really don't think 6-year-olds are going to
some kind of.
Price is Right.
Yeah, they would. I would love that. Did you fucking spin the wheel for the Showcase Showdown? I was so into that shit.
I mean, no, it was cool, but I mean,
the little thing, it's like deet, 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 and then it goes over, and you're like, oh shit.
Dude, I fucking Price is Right is like, if you're sick, like
it was the thing to watch.
You were like legally
obliged
to watch Price is Right.
I would watch TV Land. You remember TV Land?
What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not Price is Right. Go away.
Dude, that was
what
like
did you watch?
old
Mary Tyler
sitcoms.
Moore Show and BB.
Remember when I called you a piece of shit earlier? This is why.
So much Bewitched, so much Mary Tyler. And what was that one that was black and white with
Dick Van Dyke Show, Dragnet?
No, well, Dick Van Dyke, yeah, but it's the one with it's not Leave It to Beaver, but it was the
I know that theme, but I can't think of it right now.
Someone give me a fucking Shazam app right here.
I'm just trying to think of all the other shows. Like there was Bob Newhart, there was Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, I mean, I watched those too.
I hate Laverne and Shirley, by the way.
What is that?
Laverne and Shirley was all right, but I actually really didn't like the Bob Newhart
spin-off, right? That was a spin-off from Mary Tyler Moore.
I think
so was Rhoda.
Yeah, Rhoda sucked.
You've bothered me now, Rob. I need to know what that's from.
I Love Lucy's really good, actually. Yeah,
I Love Lucy. Yeah,
I Love Lucy is an actually good show, though. Like that was a good show.
I can't believe you don't like Price is Right.
No, I mean I like The Price is Right. I actually prefer Jeopardy.
Like, oh god, how you're so boring.
You're both good, but like, why do you have to prefer one over the other? They're different shows.
Jeopardy's what?
Price is Right is like it's all right.
Did you watch Plinko? That's like
yeah, come on. You ever watch Plinko?
You can't not like Plinko.
I don't think I've ever seen Plinko.
Oh, then that's why I think we've figured out why you're like.
Oh wait! You guys are talking about The Price is Right. Oh no, I love The Price. I thought you were talking about.
What just happened?
I thought. I don't know. The wiring in my brain heard you say what you said and thought you meant Wheel of Fortune.
Oh my god, that's
so
great
when I
too.
did the Showcase Showdown, you still saw the Wheel of Fortune wheel.
I didn't even hear that until you guys were saying different segments on the show.
I did sounds of the triangle.
I remember that. Yeah, no, and I was like, why is he making that sound? Like what? Wait. Hold on. Yeah, you made the sound of the wheel, right? And that was from Wheel of Fortune.
No, that's Price is Right. That was definitely Price is Right.
So that must have been where my fucking wiring got messed up, is because I still hear that as the Wheel of Fortune wheel. That must have been what happened.
That one didn't have a beeping sound.
No, it has a beeping noise. No, they make similar beeping noises.
Yeah, they do.
It's mostly clacking.
It was like a tick tick.
Wait, no. Wait, Wheel of Fortune doesn't have a beeping noise. Now I've confused myself.
It doesn't have a beeping noise.
Am I the only one who knows these shows? Fuck
no.
Actually, I go back on everything I said. Yeah, Price is Right is fucking awesome. I love the Price
good. That's you can see why we were calling you.
Does anyone know what show we're actually talking about?
Well, how do you guys feel about Wheel of Fortune?
Right? That's the one.
Do you guys?
Bob Barker hosted it.
Yeah. But
not Alex Trebek.
How do you get? Well, no, that's Jeopardy. Wheel of Fortune is
just because I don't know what you're thinking these days. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, how do you guys feel about Wheel of Fortune?
I like Wheel of Fortune too. It's
fine
time though. It's completely different.
It's fine, right? It's
that's
like
Pat Sajak.
It's like okay.
That's Pat Sajak and Villa. What's her name? What's her name?
Oh,
Wilmer Valderrama.
Vanna White.
Vanna White.
Did you just say Vanilla White?
Yeah, I did. I did that on purpose, though. In fairness.
Vanilla White.
Okay, look, that's for after Wheel of Fortune, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh no.
No, Wheel of Fortune. It's Wheel of Fortune is like, all right, I'm eating dinner with my family. I got home from school. It's not the news, so I'm happy about it.
Oh God, your family watched Wheel of Fortune over dinner?
Yeah, of course they did.
Oh.
Yeah. Why would?
What do you think they watch? Jeopardy?
We would watch like Alien or like some movie or something.
You watch Alien every night at
Well,
dinner.
wait,
We
how do
watch
you have
Alien
dinner
every
long
night.
enough to watch a movie?
Well, it's not just watching the movie. Well, you eat dinner and then you're still watching. I mean, you don't just stop, and you get dessert during the
Okay,
movie.
so like the part where the alien forcibly shoots out of the man's chest
Yeah.
cavity,
Mhm.
that part with dinner is not super compatible.
See, I guess maybe I'm the one with the weird family, because that
Yeah, I
does
think
not
that is the
bother
case.
me at all.
But we can
I've
all
also eaten dinner with The Walking Dead, so I guess fuck me,
Yeah,
I don't know.
there you
we
go.
can,
See,
we can all agree that Price is Right is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Price is Right, yeah, no, Price is Right's great. Yeah.
Do you know what show it is though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now I know what you're talking about. Now Price
Not
is Right
Pat
is great.
Sajak this
Because
time.
it would always have those assholes who would be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bet $500. All right, I'm gonna bet
And 501.
501."
Yeah.
Hey
like-
man, you
I
do
just
what
bet
you
it-
gotta
Like
do.
if I was on that show and the guy next to me did that, I would sock him in the mouth. That's what I would do. I'd
And
be
you know
like,
what? And that-
go fuck
If I
yourself,
was that
buddy.
guy, I would do it. Fuck, I'm winning. All right, I'm not playing fucking your stupid fair game. No,
Yeah.
I'm winning. I'm gonna go spin the goddamn wheel.
And
All right.
I'd pop him right in the mouth. That's what I would
Okay,
do.
pop me right in the mouth. I'll be on the wheel laughing all the way to the bank as I roll $1, bitch.
Yeah, well, I will feel happy with you. May have your money, but I will have my pride and dignity, and that's what
right.
all.
And I'll have
all
a
that
fucking
really
vote.
Matters. Yeah, that's true.
Did they arrange the contestants in a way that makes that fair? Because the person who goes fourth, I think there were 4 podiums, right? Or was it 3?
Whoever
4?
walked in bets first. Whoever is the
Right.
most recent person bets.
Okay, so they do slide down though as people win.
It's not. It doesn't slide down. It's whoever wins. The person that goes there bets first.
Well, I'm just thinking the person who's fourth, the last person to bid, is the one with the greatest advantage. So it should mean that
Yes.
everyone gets a chance to be fourth at one
That
point.
doesn't happen every time.
That's kind of bullshit, though.
It's a little bullshit.
Well, it doesn't
but
necessarily happen every time, but if with the rule that they have in place, where like
It's silly.
you won the last round, then you're gonna be at fourth, right?
well, no.
Or not
person
I mean the
won
other way.
here.
Yeah. The person that won the last round is gonna be in the least advantaged position. Versus.
Well, no, that's not in the.
What?
He's not in the position at
No,
all.
the bidding is new people every time, with the exception of the ones that are left over.
I guess you're right. I haven't watched Price is Right in a long time. Also, the headphones.
Yeah, you also think it's Wheel of Fortune, so who knows
Drew
what you
Carey,
think
Drew
these
Carey's
days.
great,
Drew Carey's fine. Bob Barker's a classic, though.
of course,
Drew
but I
Carey's
think
not gonna do it anymore, right? He's taking over Ferguson's show, the Late Late Show.
is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh
that.
my god, I don't even know what's happening to TV anymore. I don't care.
Dude, Drew Carey gets too much shit. He's actually like really talented.
He's really
Fine.
good, yeah, but he's too wholesome.
I liked him more back in the day. I feel like he's just kind of bland now.
The Drew
Well,
Carey show was really funny.
So that's when I liked him.
Yeah.
And Whose Lines Anyway? He was great on there too.
Well,
He was
He
kind of
was
just
great.
there.
No, he would do the game. Like, he didn't do the games until like season 2 or something, or season
Mostly
3.
didn't do the games.
yeah.
No, he did. He always did the final game.
He would do the final game, yeah.
Yeah,
he
the
would-
final game. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would do a good job.
yeah.
I
The
remember. I
other
think
guys
first-
did all the games.
Well, that's the point. That's why there's 4 of them. He's the host.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. He was.
This is what I mean by
alright.
people that shit
You
on
don't
Drew
need a
Carey.
host when
He
there's
was
no points.
alright. He filled his role as a host on that show. You know, like he did
Yes,
okay.
that's exactly it. That's
Yeah.
exactly where he stopped.
He
Is
was-
after the fulfilling his host role.
Yes, he was the role filler. He didn't necessarily go the extra mile. You know,
I don't know. I feel like he did whenever the games he was in, he did a great job.
he did pretty good.
He did great. See,
think
this
he
is
was
what I mean.
fine.
This is exactly what I'm talking
You
about.
know who gets shit on, or
Shit.
actually doesn't get shit on necessarily. Actually, everyone loves him who knows him, but most people don't know him or have ever actually even watched him. Is fucking Craig Ferguson on the Late Late Show. That show is like honestly one of the funniest late night
I don't
talk
have an opinion.
shows ever. I know because you guys
I've
probably
really
never saw
watched
it. Yeah, I know that no one
I've
gets
seen
a chance to
couple
watch it.
shows. I've enjoyed it. He's pretty funny.
He's so good. It's so funny all the time. Cause he just doesn't give a shit. That's the best part about it. Is that like he was
Dude.
like, I'm on at like 2 a.m. Fuck all the rules. I'm gonna do whatever I want.
David Letterman couldn't give any less shits in the last couple years.
That's true. Actually, but that you know what? That reminds me though is Conan's final run on what was it, the Tonight
Yeah.
Show or whatever. That was like the greatest thing ever. Like those final series of episodes when he knew he was gonna get canned at the end of his contract were fucking hilarious. Because I don't know if I think I mentioned this before, where one time on the show is like he had a budget of like 50 grand per episode or something like that, right? And he like literally got on on the stage, and he was like in completely deadpan. Like, fucking, I hate being here, but I have to because I'm contractually obligated. He was like, so we have to spend a budget every show, and I didn't feel like doing anything. So here's a Ferrari while the Beatles, Hey Jude plays. And he just it's like all of Hey Jude while like a Ferrari was just sitting on stage. And he just, no commentary, nothing, like that was the whole thing, and then they cut to break. And it was just like, that is fucking genius. Like, you're amazing.
Apparently a lot of the shows that Conan did during the writer's strike were actually really great shows.
Yeah.
Because Conan was really good at being funny naturally.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Hey, he used to write for The Simpsons.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Dude, when the Colbert Show was on with the writer's strike, that hurt my soul a little bit. There were some episodes of that were like so bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his writing team is incredible.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see how his thing goes.
I miss him.
Have you guys been watching Last Week Tonight with John Oliver? Because it's actually like the greatest show on television.
It's really good, actually. Yeah, but no, I don't watch it.
I keep getting clips of it occasionally, but I don't watch it either.
It's pretty much the best like investigative journalism / comedy. Like you learn so much about how terrible our country is, and you get to laugh the whole time.
Yeah, that's why I've been watching The Daily Show and The Colbert Report for the last 10 years.
And that's why you would love Last Week Tonight, because it's everything that is...
I wish John Stewart got a chance at the format that John Oliver gets to do.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Having watched like 100 episodes of Daily Show back to back, it really, really gets old when he's constantly just doing guest interviews.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're mostly okay, but I really just love the 10-minute middle. Or beginning to middle, rather.
They're the worst part of the show, is the guest interview. Honestly, I think the format of the show, in my opinion, just starts off high and goes downhill every episode.
Yes,
I mean,
that's correct.
Sometimes the middle skits are pretty good. They're good a lot of the time, but the beginning part where he's just fucking laying into the world
that's the best part of it.
Yeah,
absolutely the best part.
Yeah,
the whole like Onion style reporters it's very hit and miss for me. But when he's sitting there doing his spiel, that is what the Daily Show is to me. Yeah, it's that.
Also, I mean, Jon Stewart is a fucking celebrity maker, for real.
Yeah,
fucking Stephen Colbert, Steve Carell, now John Oliver. Like, a lot of people on that show have gotten famous, and I'm not even naming all the ones that have gotten not as famous as them, but those guys are all super famous.
Yep.
So,
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
Having a run on The Daily Show is a serious career maker. Like, that, honestly, I think The Daily Show is the new SNL as far as, like, comedy career maker.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be over soon, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. Who's gonna host it now?
Who cares?
Are they gonna bring back Craig Kilborn?
Greg
Kilborn.
I
don't know. I don't think they said.
Yeah.
Can we
I don't like to think about it.
Can we take a moment to celebrate Greg Kilborn?
Why would Steve Carell do that?
I don't know.
Easily, I don't think he'd take that position.
I don't think he would either, but I mean, it'd be cool if they did.
I don't know if
I really just thought that Jon Stewart was going to just do a David Letterman and like work that role for his whole life.
Yeah.
I really hope that was going to be the case.
He wants to make movies now. And it's fair. It's a lot of work, The Daily Show. So
Yeah, I bet he burned out. He did it for a long time.
He did. He had like a 15-year run?
Something like that. It was very close to the early 2000s, I think, when he started,
Yeah. Yeah, because he actually was just starting when 9/11 happened, actually.
Yeah, I remember the video of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I'm actually just really interested to see who they're gonna pick, like, because it's probably the biggest shoes you have to fill ever.
I hope they don't go with someone famous, or actually maybe if they get Craig Ferguson, that'd be cool. But because like when Jon Stewart came in, he wasn't like super famous. He had a series of very unsuccessful television shows, and then he did The Daily Show, and he was brilliant that whole run. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll get Tom Green. Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be weird.
That'd be so
I feel like
good.
I said this last time we talked about this, but what if they got Ricky Gervais? Would that be funny, or would that
yeah, that'd be good.
That would be really good because Ricky Gervais is
he
the
kind of
guy
doesn't
that
give a
could.
shit at all.
Well, no. I think he would be good, but the thing is, like, he's not. And I don't mean this in a way that it's gonna sound when I say it, but
Is it because he's British?
because he's not an American, not because he's British, but because he's not an American.
I think that almost makes it better in a way. He'd
Well,
have better perspective.
I mean,
Well,
seeing how
maybe,
well
yeah.
John Oliver is done, I
No,
don't
but
think
that's
I
what I mean. That's what I mean. It's like John Oliver is an American, even though he's British,
Yeah.
because he's lived in America for like 20 years. And
Yeah, no, I get you.
So
I get you.
so like he knows all the thing that's going on, and he knows all the shit that he hates. Whereas like Ricky Gervais is like an outsider looking at all the shit that he hates, which is totally valid as well, but also not as fun.
Ricky Gervais is too tied up with HBO in a lot of deals.
I don't think it would actually happen. I'm just saying, like, as a dream team type thing, like, I would absolutely give that a shot if he was on there.
That'd be cool. I would be into Craig Ferguson, just because I'm.
I don't think Craig Ferguson could have enough of a serious side for it. I've never seen him be serious before.
He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, well, he laid into people on the Late Late Show too, though. So I think he could, and he's hilarious, and he's also like he's lived in America for like 40 years, so
He's retiring though, right?
yeah, he's not gonna do the late night or anything like that anymore. I think he's still doing like voiceover roles and acting, but he's not gonna do the talk
He's
show
good at
stuff.
voiceover.
He is. He's fucking.
How to Train Your
great at
Dragon.
it. Yeah, he's amazing in How to Train Your Dragon because you don't know it's him.
Yeah, I didn't know it was him until I saw the.
I didn't either. Yeah, I had no idea. It was great, but yeah, I don't know who else is
Dragons.
even up for it. Conan?
Conan.
I don't think he would do it.
I think he's had the same problem. He's
too out
there.
there.
Serious enough.
Yeah, I don't know if he would do it either.
Because there's, like, a lot of Jon Stewart is pretty credible, like, the way he comes across as a comedian still. Which has always been his problem, is that he wanted to be known more as a comedian, but people always wanted to peg him as a journalist.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a difficult situation to set up.
You'd have to look at comedians, I think, honestly. Louis C.K.? No, that wouldn't fit. Although...
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're probably
I can't even
gonna
think of any, like,
what, I bet
up
they're
and
just
coming.
It's fucking Comedy Central, so they're just gonna get Kevin Hart to do it.
Wow.
Fucking kill myself. I hate Kevin Hart. It's the most boring fucking comedian the world's ever known. Oh, God.
Well, they'd have to be pretty desperate, whoever they pick, because this is, like, the last big thing that they have.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So-
I mean,
Well,
this
South
Tosh
Park
is,
too, but
is Tosh.0 still successful?
I don't know.
I haven't watched it.
I don't watch it
forever.
anymore.
I don't watch it either.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who watches it anymore. I knew
don't think
everyone
anybody
always
goes-
watched it.
I don't think anybody goes to television anymore, honestly. But on top of that, like, Comedy Central has always been fucking garbage, actually. Like,
Well,
it's
I don't agree.
No, it's like they had things, but the things were because the people that made the things were really passionate about what they were doing. Whereas, like, the majority of the shit that Comedy Central tried to fucking slog at you was the most garbage nonsense. Like, what was that one show, Lil Bush?
It was straight garbage, I agree.
That was pure trash, and I'm sure Comedy Central would have loved to make only that if they had the chance. And comedians always made fun of Comedy Central because of that very thing, because they just didn't give a shit.
No one could have thought that was funny, right? Like, they saw
don't
the
know.
episode before
No.
it went up and were like, yeah, no, we'll just let that go anyway.
That was in no way funny. That was like, hey, we're cashing in on people's hatred of George W. Bush and the success of The Daily Show. Here you go, Lil Bush. Everyone's gonna love that. Jesus Christ. And there's some other really awful ones.
I know, there were several.
Actually, all of Comedy Central, except for like a few standouts, have been garbage. I mean, you have like, actually now Key and Peele's really funny. But then you got the Chappelle Show, which is another great standout. There were some minor ones that people were really into, like Crank Yankers. Did you guys ever see that?
I actually have watched quite a bit of that, and I
Yeah.
thought it was all right.
I thought it was all right as well.
If it was on, I wouldn't turn it off most of the time.
Yeah. I would say the same thing. Yeah, that was all right. But the rest of it is fucking trash. It's always been trash. The stand-up is great. But they don't
Stand-up's
play that
always been
anymore.
good.
They never play stand-up anymore.
They don't do
don't.
stand-up anymore?
No, not at all.
The fuck? That was
I
like
remember
3
when
of
I
their
was-
hours.
No, they do it sometimes at like 11 in the morning, but that's about it.
No,
Comedy Central Presents is like where everyone goes before they're famous.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember when I was younger, just like watching hours of Comedy Central Presents, just seeing
Yeah.
new comedians and seeing if they're funny. And a lot of them were. I mean, I remember seeing Daniel Tosh's Comedy Central Presents like years before he did Tosh.0 or did anything
one of the
like
best Comedy Central Presents that there is Daniel. Well, no, I actually
No.
Daniel Tosh is
Dimitri
really
Martin. Dimitri Martin was one of my favorites ever.
No, I actually meant
That one was good.
Daniel Tosh's special. His first Comedy Central special was one of the best specials
Yeah,
ever. Like,
it was really good.
his like bit, his entire bit is just hilarious. It never stops. It's every joke is.
I
super
still
funny.
steal some of the jokes from that special. I still to this
They're
day steal some.
very
of the jokes.
good.
Yeah, they are.
His second one was average, but that first one was. I still remember most of the jokes just because of how good they were.
Yeah, they were really good.
Good jokes.
Bo Burnham's first special was very good too.
That was actually really funny. Yeah, he's actually
you
really funny.
He's very funny. Have you seen his new his free special that he put
No.
up on YouTube? You have to watch it.
Actually, you know what? I bought Louis C.K.'s new special. I haven't watched it yet. I bought it like a month ago.
Watch that, but also watch it. Bo Burnham, if the audience doesn't know who he is, he started on YouTube making funny like little music comedy sketches, not sketches, but just songs. And eventually he got on Comedy Central Presents, and it was pretty successful. And Comedy Central gave him a special, and his special was pretty successful. And then he kind of disappeared for like 3 or 4 years, and then he released his next special just on YouTube for free. It didn't go on Comedy Central. There's not even an ad on the video. Like it's completely free, and it's better than his first special, and it's really, I think, a ridiculously good piece of performance art. Like it's not just comedy; it's a ridiculous piece of performance art, and you should all go watch
Is
it.
it like a one-man show type of deal more than a stand-up?
Yeah, and you don't really expect it, and it's really
That's cool. Well,
it's-
now I'm gonna expect it. You just told me to expect it.
it's not a surprise to the point where you would be ruined if you knew, but it's incredible. Honestly, I don't even think it's been given enough credit for how good that. It's called What? Just WHAT. It's
There you go.
fantastic.
Speaking of actually one-man shows, as a slight note, you guys ever see John Leguizamo's one-man show that he did on Broadway?
I haven't.
I have not, but let's make this the last point because I think we've gone
Yeah.
quite long.
Well, it's
Yeah.
very good, and yes, we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes, so we should end.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty funny since we had a 5-minute magic.
Specifically said, yeah, that we wanted
Yeah,
to keep this
that
shorter
was-
today, and then we went 1 hour 30. Whatever. We had a good talk about Twitch. That was fun.
Yeah, it's a solid episode.
Hate to be a party pooper. I know we probably could have gone another hour.
Oh man, people in my party. It's fine. It's not a plane.
Poop in the party. I'm really hungry. I still didn't get to eat dinner because my fucking delivery man got
You
lost
think it ever
for an
got
hour.
here?
I don't think so.
So he just
Probably
like
on
ate
the
it then?
other side of New York now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
There's
make some-
4 of them actually. There's 4 sides.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway,
Might
thanks
be
for
more
watching,
than 4.
everybody. Bye.
See you on the next one.
Mondays and Fridays. Well, this one's gonna be Saturday, but still. This is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.